In Washington, U.S. Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa criticizing the Biden administration's policy on farm subsidies, specifically prioritizing billionaires over farmers investing in their own businesses. Ernst pointed out that $69 million in grants awarded through the Meat and Poultry Processing Expansion Program have gone to just 3 projects owned by billionaires. The Republican claims applications for producer-supplied and producer-owned startups have gone largely overlooked by the USDA.
But what I find problematic is that taxpayer dollars are being doled out as free grants to billionaires, while applications from farmer-owned startups like Cattlemen's Heritage in Southwest Iowa and West Liberty Foods expansion are deemed unworthy through these grants.
Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack says the USDA is taking the steps necessary to evaluate every application for grant funding. He told the Senate Ag Committee that the level of investment, it's based on the application that people submitted.
Some of these plants are very small. A Charles City plant, for example, very small, needed $8 million, and we provided it. A Cherokee plant needed several $1 million, we provided it. So Iowa's received several grants already, and I anticipate and expect they're going to receive at least one more.
Vilsack is a former 2-term Iowa governor who has served as Ag Secretary under Presidents Obama and Biden.